morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. I'm Lucky Larry coming to you live from Las Vegas at the Sin City Podcast Studios. And I got my main man, my partner, all the way from New York City, New York, Mr. Sin City himself. What up, Playboy?
What's up, my nigga?
Hey, me and you had a rough week, man. Me and you had a rough week. Pause. I mean, you know, we had to deal with some other outside issues. You know?
Yeah, some small shit.
Some small shit, you know?
To Giants, man. Like,
yeah. You know, I was thinking about it, Sin, about, when that other individual was saying, like, Killer doesn't pass the plug, and then you look up and guess what? He passed the plug, right? Did he pass the plug or what?
Yeah, we plugging.
All right, so we go bypast old boy, keep it pushing and stay focused on what we have. So yesterday there was a really okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I hope I'm not even gonna say get it together because that guy's a smart guy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think he's in his feelings about certain things that he shouldn't be in his feelings about. You know, I've never disrespected him, and I don't plan on now. You know what I mean? Even if after the show come back, he has something to say. It's like I'm used to that. I've been watching him talk shit all my life. You know what I mean? Most of my life since I was little, so I'm used to that.
Now, see, I wasn't used to it, but I have the utmost respect for him. I don't like some of the things that he's doing, but
me neither.
Like you said, man, God bless him, and we nothing but love over here. We're gonna keep it positive. Right. We got a lot of good things. Man, you on one of the top shows in the country, fam. So why would you fall into that negativity? Saying you're doing well. We got this taken off. And we got my alien partner that I met on my way from Area 51. Good luck, Tommy, in the building. He does. You can't see him, but he's here. I promise. You want to say good luck to hello to everybody?
Hell is low. I don't want to say hello to nobody. Let's go.
Oh, hell is low. You hear that, Sid? He said hell is low. He don't want to say hell. So what do you say to people?
I don't give a fuck. Let's go. Come on, man.
Listen, go ahead.
Nigga name is Tommy Rush.
Tommy Rush.
Yeah, he rushes perfection.
What? You you better ask me some questions. What you got to say, homie? I remember you.
Okay, hold on. Listen.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's get into it.
I'm hard to forget.
I know that. I'm good.
Hey, Tommy, I got some shit for you, man.
Right. Let's go right now.
All right, hold on. Let me just
let's talk about.
Hold on. Let me get into it.
All right,
moderate this for y'all real quick. So real quick, yesterday we had a tragedy. I thought it was a tragedy. It was a live assassination in front of the world, and it's kind of embarrassing to me for the United States in a roundabout way. But we had a young man by the name of Charlie Kirk that was shot dead, and it went super viral. I saw I got a lot of friends, man. I got friends from all over the world and different colors. And there was some divide. I saw some divide. But I just want to get you guys' take and see what you thought about that. Go ahead. I'll start with you, Sin, and see what you have to say about what happened.
I mean, anytime somebody get assassinated is, it's not the thing to look at. But being that we in such media world, it's everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, we used to see it on the block or in your neighborhoods or wherever you're from, but when it's like out in the world like this, it's hard not to look at. Yeah. I ain't say it was hard to look at because, that's where we come from. But it's hard not to look at. And it's, people got their opinions, but the way my shit is now, shit's so sensitive, you got to really be careful about what you're saying. You know what I mean? I don't know the dude. I've seen couple of his YouTube videos, and I was kind of entertained because he got an answer for everything. People try to combat him with their thoughts and what they think is facts, and he kind of like shoots it down every time. He never loses an argument. Kind of like the nigga we was talking about before we started talking about this one. So once again, I'm not laughing at what happened. I just don't know him. I don't know enough about him. So you know what I mean?
Well, there was a lot of black controversy about black women, about black population, and he basically kind of deemed I saw a couple of clips that some of my black friends were posting, and it wasn't very favorable for black people. It was almost like we were peasants, to be honest. But then there's other clips where, some of the numbers he's spitting were facts, but he's also talked a lot about social engineering, and there was a lot of stuff that he said that I kind of agree with. But hold on, let me see what you got. What you got over there, Tommy?
What you want me to talk?
I want to see what you got to say about.
First of all, look, I don't care about all that because now you're going into the race thing,
right?
Okay. So what that he talked about race? Okay, I don't care what he talked about because what I know about it, he was a good patriot.
Right.
He was an ally. He was an ally with Trump. He's changing the world. He had the message. He was an ally of Trump. Look. He was like somebody like the next generation, like a Kennedy.
Okay.
And they silenced him now because they know he was on that trail. He was doing that. This guy was magnificent. I didn't see him a lot. The mainstream media don't give him a lot of attention, but this guy was brilliant.
Right.
This guy was fascinating. This war is reptilians against the Nordics. And this guy is on the Nordic side. These goddamn reptilians, and we're going to talk about them later. These son of a bitches, they know that they're losing. They're losing now.
So
they got to take people out. Why do you got to take people out? They're so sophisticated. They're highly technological. Why you got to take people out like that? Now you're looking back at Kennedy. Think about Kennedy. The things that he would have been exposing if he would have got in office. Both Kennedys. Look at what Trump is. And the only reason, one of the reasons why I think Trump is still living is because he will cripple the economy by bringing out that Epstein files, the real files. And if I was Trump, okay, and Trump used the I don't know how you want to put it in words, but he's bringing all these world leaders around him to talk about tariffs and negotiate. I would have gave these motherfuckers the real Epstein files to about 20 different countries. Say, if they take me out, I want you to expose these people. These people are all reptilian. These people are all part of the reptilian regime. Man, this is a big deal.
Hold on. You get what? What's saying?
So you compared him to Kennedy. A lot of black people were sad when Kennedy got assassinated, but a lot of black people is not sad right now. I ain't gonna say they happy.
What like black I said, people you talking about? I don't know what kind of black people you talking about, because the black people y'all thinking about and talking about, they're not going to be on the real, the underground media. Let me say that. Let me say underground media, because I listen to both sides. I'm not Democrat or Republican, but I do listen to both sides, and I do know that there's a big threat.
So what do you classify
Trump is being looked at as a Kennedy. He's exposed.
Hold on.
Okay,
before you go on, what do you classify yourself as if you're not a Democrat or a Republican?
I'm a me. God damn it, I don't give a shit about. Hey, but I can tell you this: if I did have to vote, if somebody forced me to vote, I would have voted for Trump. I would have voted for Trump. Trump ain't scared. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't even look at what Trump is doing. I don't give a shit about his color. Trump is a Nordic. I don't care
neither.
Okay, that's what I want to ask you. That's what I want to ask you.
Trump is a Nordic. Trump is actually trying to get his people out of this slavery bullshit that they've been dealing with for all these years.
So the Nordics, Republicans? Is that what you're saying?
Well, the Jews. Nordics are Jews.
Okay.
They keep changing names, just like God.
So who's the Democrats? Are the Democrats the Republicans? Reptilians?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I wanted.
So
all right, now we got some shit. We got something.
Ain't so much that all of them are. It's the people that work for them.
I don't like it. I don't like that shit.
It don't matter what you say, because guess what?
You said you felt sorry for white people because of the way they've been treated. And I was like, How you feel sorry for them? So now they reptilians. Which one is it?
Wait, stop
do
it.
they have the advantage? Do they have the advantage or they don't have the advantage?
Don't put words in my mouth because
that's what you
it's
said
not
on the
like I'm
last show.
saying I don't feel sorry for white folk. I mean, black people, because black people are worse slaves than white folks. I just know that white folks are slaves too, and they don't know it.
But you said you felt sorry for them.
Goddamn it, I feel sorry for them. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I don't feel sorry for reptilians. These are the enemies. These are the people that white folks and black folks don't know nothing about. That's the problem. We keep trying to sweep this shit under the rug. Wait, we keep trying to sweep this shit under the rug, man. That's what we do. We try to pretend that we don't know. And I'm going to tell you something. Trump knows. It's a lot that, matter of fact, Trump even knows that it was them that was responsible for trying to take him out. But he can't expose his resources. But all I can say to Trump is like, you in war, man.
There's a post that they said he sent out recently talking about something like drastic is about to happen, big, right? Is he about to expose them, do you think? Do you think that's part of it? And why?
I don't know if Trump is ready, but I think he should. But Trump has his handlers. The Nordic Federation, which Trump is under, they're protecting him. I think this time, you know what? They took out one of your people, take out somebody like Gavin Newsom. Fuck him. Take that bitch out. Because you know what? Because this is war, man. They gonna keep doing this shit. If you motherfuckers don't know how to respond, they gonna keep doing it.
So what you're saying is, when we were in slavery, we should have responded. When the master hit us with the...
Come on, man. We can't do shit. We're in slavery. No, we're in worse slavery than white folks.
Right, okay.
White folks, at least they taught, you know, the reptilians taught them how to build guns and weapons. They didn't give that to us. We can't do shit. So stop that. Don't start doing the black and white shit.
Do you think it's not in our nature to do that, though?
It may not be, but it probably wasn't in white folks' nature. Because guess what? If it was, they would have been able to protect their whole solar system where they came from in the Palladians. And them motherfuckers lost their whole solar system.
Okay. And you're saying now this is where they come back to learn how to fight so they can...
No, the reptilians are teaching them this is the only opportunity to freaking survive is you have to follow this pursuit like they're doing. You have to kill, fight, and do all these things in order for your race to survive.
So, all right, let me stop you right there. So I want to talk about something so people know.
Okay.
So reptilians, if they put the reptilians in front of us, I always go back to the movie when I was a kid. It was called V, the Final Battle. And remember, it was Roddy Piper, and he had the glasses. And he put the glasses on, and he could see, with the glasses, he could see the reptilian. They had a face, but then he could show their, like, reptilian face, right?
Yo, they used to peel their face.
They used to peel their face back. Yeah, if you go watch the show, like, you would see that, right? So I know.
I don't know nothing about it, but go ahead.
So you don't know, that's not the reptilians? Was that the interpretation?
I don't know, but you keep going.
Okay, so in the movie, is that what the reptilians were portrayed as? Because they always show us, they have to show us what it is.
Certain, they're
Men in Black.
They're
do they kind of tell us?
They're throwing out stuff, small bits and pieces, okay? They're doing that because they want to be acceptable. They want to be accepted eventually.
Right.
But really, they're not. The Nordic generation and all the white folks that came from their solar system, they didn't expect the reptilians to all turn around and enslave them, even though that they rescued their whole system. They rescued them. I don't see, this is what you got to understand. If you don't think that white folks were benevolent in their own solar system, why did they lose it? They lost it.
They lost it.
They had to sign a freaking pact with the worst people on what kind of creator would create a freaking reptilian that's that superior over human beings? Not just from here, from there.
So let me ask you this correlation. Are the reptilians the equivalent of them showing us Planet of the Apes? Because the apes are very intelligent.
There's no such thing.
Is that a
There's
softer?
There's no that you can't create in your mind. You can't create these things as myths that doesn't exist. These things all exist
right,
in the universe or maybe the galaxy, but you're not going to get there. You're not going to get there.
Is that why in Star Wars, the very first sentence, it always said, in every episode, it says, in a galaxy far, far away.
Well, yes, because this solar system here in the suburbs.
Okay. We're the suburbs of the galaxy.
And here's the problem with black people. Black people that's in all the planets in this solar system, all of the planets, they thought that they can actually move out here. They wasn't created here. They actually thought that they can move here and be away from all the bullshit that's going on in the middle of the galaxy. No, somebody knew about you and they came to try to deal with you, but you're vulnerable because you went through millions of years without going to war with anybody.
Okay.
You thought that you can go out here and live in the suburbs. That's like if you go to the suburbs out here. You're not worried about no gangbangers, no Bloods and the Crips.
Right.
You're not worried about that.
So that's a microcosm of the universe.
Yes.
So the hoods, and then we...
So how did we get here? How did we get there?
Listen, man. We got stargates. We had all these things. Matter of fact, we were 2 million or more years ahead of God before God came to this planet. So no, we were not created here. We actually settled here. You know why we settled here? Because we wanted to get away from all the bullshit going on in the center of the galaxy. All the shit. Mm. It's fascinating. If you want to know, if you go get that information and you want to really study and get some really studies, I ain't going to tell you about it today. But man, it's fascinating that the shit that goes on in the center of the galaxy, that's the same shit that goes on in the center of a city in all cities. It's the same shit.
It's a microcosm.
Yes, it's the same shit. So this is what we thought that we can go here and we can settle and we can create a utopia and heaven on earth and heaven in the solar system. And we got comfortable with that shit. And guess what happened? We said, ain't nobody gonna fuck with us. We got Las Vegas over here on planet Earth. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with us. They gonna come.
So is there another Las Vegas? Is there another Las Vegas somewhere?
I'm talking about the things that I've known that I've learned up to this point, that I accepted as my truth. It may not be the total truth. It is something that I accepted as my truth. Like Dr. Delbert Blair would say, there's no truth in the world except what you accept as truth. The only thing that I can talk about today is what I accepted as truth. Somebody want to fuck with me about it? Fuck with me because I'm going to challenge you about it. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to challenge you about it if you ain't doing your studying.
So, Sin City, listen. Sin. He's basically saying in a nutshell that, like, if you lived in Harlem, USA, it's a lot of bullshit going on in Harlem, USA, right? And then niggas basically leave out of Harlem and go to Jersey and further out to get away from everything. And that's what he said in the universe.
Yeah. And that's cool, but it's like, how did we get there?
Yeah, how did we get there?
Did we magically...
He just said Stargate.
Look, man, the technology
did we magically
that you
appear
see...
in a Stargate?
Listen, man, the technology that you see today, this shit is being done. The reptilians, now, okay, I know y'all gonna get into the subject about this fucking UFO shit. Hold on. Wait, stop. This shit, reptilians ain't started this shit. Come on, man, this shit has existed. It's not just on the hieroglyphics. If you go and look at some existing shit that's here, this shit has always existed, man.
You make reptilians sound like a goddamn gang. We were not
created here.
You make it sound like a gang, like reptilians is a gang. I honestly never knew what a reptilian was.
Are they a gang?
Maybe
Them motherfuckers are the worst people that you ever know in your life. These motherfuckers they got the technology to make themselves look like humans. They hijacked the white race. If you understand the white race shit that they've done, they did it as retaliation. These motherfuckers, they doing some shit that you wouldn't even understand. They hijacked the white race and they've crossbred with them and they make themselves look like they're actually white. These
So
son of a
Tommy, you
that's
losing me,
fucking
man.
confusing.
You losing me. Listen,
because
listen.
if I was
listen.
white,
you know,
I'd be
you
like
know why
trusting
you
my
losing
own
me?
white people if they were white
you know
leaders.
why, you know why you losing me? Because you making them sound like they so dominant, but then on the other hand, you saying that they jacked the whole race, but now you feel sorry for them. So are they dominant or they pussy? Which one is it?
Are you talking about the reptilians or the Nordics?
I'm talking about the reptilians because you make it seem like they're so dominant.
Wait, stop. Let me explain this. The reptilians are the gods, not God. They're the gods of this fucking planet right now. You cannot.
So why
nobody can supersede them. Nobody can do anything to them. Nobody has the technology or the knowledge to be able to overcome them.
So does our government work with the reptilians?
Why do you feel sorry for them?
Yes, our government does, but it's a fucked up situation.
Right.
Take a break.
I don't like that because he's saying he felt sorry for them. I don't like it. I don't like it, Tommy.
You might not like it, but I'm telling you the reality of the fucking what I've learned. I can't tell you the truth. I'm trying to tell you, listen. I'm trying to tell you that these motherfuckers are fucked up and we got to start exposing them. That's the problem.
Okay.
Everybody trying to pretend that they don't exist. It's a lot of motherfuckers out there that know they exist. They're not going to say anything because they're going to lose their audience. I don't want a fucking audience. I'm trying to expose these motherfuckers. I want to see some changes happen too. I want to see black people and white people have some type of utopia on this goddamn planet too.
Hold on. So you feel sorry for bullies? You feel sorry for all bullies?
What the hell?
You saying they so dominant? You feel sorry for bullies?
No. He's saying the Palladians on the Trump side, on the white side.
I didn't even say Palladians.
Okay.
I said fucking.
No, you didn't say that.
I'm sorry, the Nordic.
The blonde hair, blue eyed people that the last God that God changes his name every 1,000 years when everybody started figuring out his bullshit. The last God that they talked about on this planet was Master Farad Muhammad. Sorry, nation of Islam. You motherfuckers don't even read this shit with an open mind, and I know it. I understand it. But Master Farad Muhammad is the last black bitch-ass motherfucker, which is the reptilians that fucked everybody's shit up.
Calm down. You don't have to yell.
No. I want to know what makes the book that you read the right book. Is it just off your?
Didn't I just explain that? Listen, I can't tell you the truth, but I can tell you this.
You did.
I read all their books.
Okay, hold on. Let's take a second.
What if you reading the wrong books?
Okay, well, guess what? You know how to write books because you can't tell me shit. Because I'm going to tell you some shit if you ask me some questions. I'm going to tell you some shit about what I know.
Okay, hold on. All right, listen. Let's jump into this because religion is a big thing. We'll discuss that later. That's a big topic. Yeah. There's a couple things I want to discuss with you guys. There's a two-part question here. Good luck, Tommy and Sin City. One is there's a big alien craft that they've crafted up the last maybe month, and they keep saying that there's something headed towards Earth, and it's hostile. That was the first headline that I read, and I started seeing that all over the internet. It's hostile. And I was like, well, how do they know it's hostile, right? That's number one. And the second part of that question is, Congress just released, so Lord, let's go into that question. What is the thing that they think is coming towards Earth? Tell me, are those your people that's coming to Earth? To help, what are they doing?
Why don't you ask him first? Because here's the thing. This is so funny. They keep making up all these subjects and all this stuff. There's no God throwing rocks in the universe, and all of a sudden it's always a comet that never hits Earth, okay? There's no such thing. These are spacecraft. These reptilians, I think that they're actually being quarantined now on this side of the galaxy because people figured out who they are and what they're doing, okay? And nobody likes them.
So you said they're closing the Stargate?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. Okay. I said that I think that they got the capability of destroying things like that don't know nothing about it. If you come from the other side of the galaxy, you don't know what they're capable of doing.
Right.
But also at the same time, they've been for the last so many years jamming the systems.
I got you.
And that's how they've been stealing the technology. They've been jamming the people that want to come here and actually visit us that don't even know what's going on this side of the galaxy.
Yeah.
They've been coming over here trying to visit us, and these goddamn reptilians been jamming their system, crashing their freaking craft, stealing their technology. And it's like, how do you compete with that?
Okay, hold on. Sen, what do you think it is? Tell me what you think it is.
I honestly think it's a comet. I think it's a bigger comet than what killed the dinosaurs. That's what I think. And I
think you believe that shit?
Yeah, I do. The rock is by the Gulf of Mexico. It's about 3 miles underneath the ground, and it's real hard. Pause. Damn. It's a black rock. It's a black rock that's like they said
Where did
the rock
is
come
from?
It's space trash.
Ho! Where does space trash come from?
Listen, the orbit is not clean. You got stars that may stop burning or whatever, and it turns into rock. Everything can't burn. If you had a star that burned, let's say, 20,000 years, eventually something is going to turn off. Shit don't last forever. It's all kind of shit bumping into each other.
The sun don't shine forever.
Yeah,
listen,
it's
man,
shit that's bumping in.
I'm sorry, brother. That's all
propaganda.
No. That's like, I hate to say it, it's white folks type of
propaganda.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Ain't
the
nobody
white folks
fucking
own the telescopes to see this shit.
Listen, man. When you see that stuff in this part of the galaxy or the solar system, it don't even go that far. And nothing fucking travels that far. Fucking a goddamn rock fucking travels faster than a goddamn spacecraft. Look, man.
Let me tell you something.
Stop listening to the bullshit. You got to start getting some deep thoughts. You got to start listening, doing your research in another way. You got to let your spiritual team give you the right thoughts, man. Because that's some fucking bullshit. If you think that's a goddamn what do you call it?
Comet.
A fucking rock and a black rock at that.
But see,
who the fucking knows?
So let me hold on. I'm sorry.
What's crazy? Right. I seen a shooting star. I seen about 4 shooting stars this year. And what's crazy is every time I seen one, except the last one I saw, which was 3 days ago, I caught it from the beginning. They burn, yo. And then it's space trash.
So hold on.
It's nothing abnormal.
So let me give you why. So let me tell you why I think it's bullshit. Because you always tell me about portals and stargates. And they keep saying that this craft is moving at the speed of light. And they're tracking it. And I'm thinking to myself, if this was a spacecraft, why wouldn't they just portal here like they do? Right? Because that's what they have, right? Why is it taking them 3 months? Why are they putting it in like human time? Like it takes us 3 months.
Everything that they say is a bullshit ass lie.
Exactly. That's why. So now, hold on a second. Let me go back to this because Jeremy Corbell said earlier this year in January, he said that there's going to be a false flag. This is their way of disclosure, right? This is going to be their way. They're saying that the dome now, that we live in the dome and the hologram, and they're saying that this thing is coming. Now, this is the part that throws me off about, this is the 2-part question. The other day, I don't know if you guys saw this. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. There's a missile. There was a missile. We shot a Tomahawk missile or some kind of missile.
Orb off the coast of Yemen. Suddenly, on the left side of your screen, you see a Hellfire missile zip in, strike that unidentified object, then bounce right off it. When we slow the video down, you see the Hellfire missile continue to travel on its path. That trajectory becoming clearer from this zoomed out angle. Not shown is a second Reaper drone that launched the missile. Congressman.
So listen, my thing to you guys is simply, my thing is simply, I got a question for you guys. Number one, why didn't the missile blow up? right? It was that CGI. Number two, my thought was, so you're telling people that this big craft is coming to, it's going to pass by Earth and it's coming to Earth and it could be hostile. Then the other question I had is, why did you shoot the orb? What was the reason to shoot the orb? What the orb was running from you? Why would you shoot it?
That was stupid.
Yeah, why would you shoot it?
Stupid.
And then was that to let us know that their technology is so good? So should we be fearful?
We should be.
Huh?
How you shoot some? How you shoot some shit
We should
that
stop
can fly?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I think we should stop being fearful because we're not going to get out of this slavery shit. If we've been fearful for all these fucking years, we should stop being fearful. It's gonna cost us a lot of lives, but we got to start exposing the fucking truth. These goddamn reptilians, they're quite capable.
Oh,
yeah, but
be
they're getting their budget.
Gang.
I
think you want to be down with the reptilian gang, man.
Trump needs to stop giving them goddamn budgets because these people that's doing business like Lockheed Martin, it's a lot of other names, the government contractors that do business, and everybody that works, and these black and white people that work for these contractors that's not able to talk about what they do and what's going on, what they know. These motherfuckers know about the technologies that exist. And it's so fascinating because if you work for the government, everything is compartmentalized to where if you work, you don't know everything what's going on. It could be like 10 departments in the company that you work for, and you would never know the 100% of what's going on. And they do that. They do that by countries as well as by cities. So when you do that, that's what makes them unable to hide things to where you cannot know what the hell is going on, and you can't destroy them or you can't compete with their technology.
Tommy, are you a fan of the reptilians? Are you a fan of them?
I'm not a fan. I hate them.
Are you an admirer?
No. I'm not telling you none of this shit. I'm just telling you that these motherfuckers. Like you want to be down. Listen,
like
man.
You want to get down with them if they.
Why would I want to fucking even love a God that created a reptilian that's more advanced than humankind?
Because they're conquerors. It seems like you want to be down with the conquerors.
No,
it's not
I'm
wrong
not.
with that.
I'm trying to tell you what the fuck they doing.
If you want to be down with the toughest gang,
trying to hide the shit. Everybody
that
that keep trying to fucking act like they don't exist and don't do their research and find out who the fuck they is and where their bloodlines are. Cause like you can start studying people like, just say Obama. I'm gonna just use him as an example.
Okay.
You cannot start doing the research on his bloodline, like his father, his mother, his grandparents, everybody. You can't do that. You'll come to a stop. That's what happens when you start dealing with these so-called people that run shit. And that's the same thing that I had found out when I did the shit on the Nation of Islam, when I started trying to study where the fuck did this Master Fard Muhammad come from? Because a lot of white people just don't give a fuck about the Nation of Islam. But the problem is a lot of the truth about a lot of the shit that's going on was expressed in all the books. White folks don't give a fuck about that because why should they? They don't need black people for shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Shit.
So why would you even want to worry about what the fuck black people got to say? These motherfuckers put a lot of truth.
Hold on. Did you just say white people don't need black people for shit?
Nah, they need us, nigga.
Wait. I can't say that totally, but I'm saying
don't say that.
The majority of white folks, they got a privileged lifestyle, even though it's in a slave lifestyle. They got a privileged lifestyle. I wouldn't if I was white. Why would I fucking want to fucking listen to the Nation of Islam? It's bullshit. But guess what? All the knowledge is there, and it was so fascinating. It's called. You know how they say the truth is stranger than fiction, or you can put the truth in front and no,
yeah, I get it.
It's a name for that. I forget the name, but They fucking put it out there. And
The Nation of Islam does.
Well, yes, but who's gonna listen to Nation of Islam?
I know that is ironic. Because I do think the Nation of Islam spiritually, religiously is the closest thing that I would I grew up Baptist, right? We grew up Baptist, West Side,
But who's gonna listen to him?
I know that. But if you listen to the stories, I think they took from the Anunnaki, that's the closest thing to the Anunnaki.
So when you say Anunnaki,
yeah.
You're using names. It's the same reptilians has been using different names every so many thousand years.
Are the Anunnaki the reptilians?
Yes.
So that's why when
all these motherfuckers that's been running shit for the last 12,000 years are reptilians.
Who's the head Anunnaki? Thoth, right? How do you say his name? Thoth?
Who wants to talk about names? Because it's okay for you to say that.
Right.
But these motherfuckers.
But they say, okay, so hold on, let me go back. So now I saw this.
The last name was in my time because I wasn't born back in those times.
Right.
And I get what you're saying. And I read Billy Carson's shit.
Right.
I read that shit.
Right.
That was a difficult book to read, but it was good. But it's only expressing the same thing, and he's not going to say it. So these motherfucking reptilians have been doing the same shit for thousands of years, 12,000 years.
So the Anunnaki are the original reptilians.
Yes.
Right? And there's Thoth, there's Enlil, what are like? Is that
all them motherfuckers? Okay, I don't give a fuck about their names.
Because I saw something where he said one day, Billy Carson, I think he said something about that's how they came up with the Amen. I mean, one of the reptilians, Amen. That's why he wanted everybody to bow down. That's why we say after grace, we say Amen. But you're really praising the reptilian by saying that.
Anybody that talks about God, and I listen to people like, let me throw out some names.
Okay, let's hear the names. I want to hear these names.
Let me throw out some names of people that I listen to every day, like Glenn Beck.
Okay, Glenn Beck. Okay.
Well, the other people don't really say it that much because I listen to conservative radio just like I listen to the Democrat shit, that Main Street bullshit. But everybody needs to stop talking about God and giving this reverence to God. Because when you do that, you giving reverence to the fucking reptilians. God is the devil on planet Earth. That's what you don't get. I wish that you guys can wake the fuck up. God is the devil, and they are reptilians.
Right.
And if you do the research, you son of a bitches would come up with that conclusion because you motherfuckers cannot be that dumb.
Sin, watch this, Sin. In the movie, let's go back to the movie, V the Final Battle. When he put the glasses on, he could see it said, obey, right? He on the signs, it was like a Sprite commercial.
I didn't see all the movies.
No, but listen, let me just give you the analogy of it.
We giving these reptilian niggas too much
man,
conversation.
listen, Sin. I kind of
somebody is responsible.
Sin. They do talk about how the Anunnaki changed the DNA structure of humans to make them
on the moon.
They wanted to make them do the mining of the gold and all of these things. They got tired of doing it, so they did it that way. That's why I say this is why I say
they got spacecraft that got gold on top of it that gives them the fucking perfect energy.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't. When you say that, I know the internet is going to go crazy with that. They're going to have like a lowrider spaceship with the gold, with the gold on top.
George Knapp. Hey, wait.
George Knapp is my guy. I love George Knapp. Shout out to
George Knapp. He's so superior on this shit. He knows.
Right.
I studied that Congress, that UFO Congress shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And
where's our money going?
I was embarrassed when it was two black females, and one of them was okay. One of them was I don't give a fuck about. I forget her name.
Why we talking about race though? Why we talking about race? Why you
give a fuck? Because black people are slaves worse than white folks.
I understand, but why you?
And these motherfuckers that be working for these reptilians in the Democratic Party, they be towing the line like, you motherfuckers. This fucking.
you.
Fucking bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Don't do that.
She don't fucking. She can't see me and I can't see her. But anyway, that bitch, she started making this shit like it had something to do with Trump. Trump has nothing to do with that. They was talking about the UFO Congress. You see that shit? What they was talking about, they was trying to expose some of the stuff.
Can we call her a witch instead of a bitch? For YouTube
fuck
purposes?
that bitch.
Okay.
Fuck that bitch. If you see that fucking bitch.
My bad. I'm too nice.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
I get it. Wait. Let me explain that. Here's the thing. She can't go get another job from no motherfucking black folks. She got to go back to the white folks. That's at that level of slavery that we at. We still got to go get a job for the white folks. So you got to toe the line for these Democratic bitch ass motherfuckers that still toe the line for the reptilians, you know, in a nutshell. But that bitch, she tried to blame a lot of shit on Trump by taking away monetary resources from a lot of places that they said, oh, that could have helped this, and that. I'm like thinking like, what the fuck, man? Trump can't do this shit in fucking 4 years.
Okay.
I wish that he could.
Listen, let me say something about the Trump shit. Trump ain't trumping the way I thought he was going to trump. I'm going to keep it 100. The first time he got in office, this is all I care about. I don't care about no tweets. I don't care about no personal life. I don't care about no fucking jokes. All I care about is how I take care of myself and mine. That means bring down that motherfucking gas like you did before, nigga. I don't care what color you are. Bring that rent down. Bring them taxes down. And yo, I went to the grocery store and spent $80 on a handbasket. In a handbasket.
You went to the Whole Foods.
No.
You didn't go to Whole Foods? Sprouts?
Nah, I ain't go to Whole Foods. all that food is being made in Japan, in China.
Why? Explain that.
Full of shit.
Explain what you just said. You coming up with a lot of topics.
Yeah. Whole Foods is really come from China and Japan. It's cheaper for them.
I didn't like the fact that who the fuck is who the fuck are they called? Amazon?
Amazon?
I didn't like the fuck when as soon as Amazon took over the shit went down. I'm sorry, but it did.
Fuck Jeff Bezos. The nigga got the most money in the whole motherfucking world, and you know what the nigga's doing? He's substituting people with machines. You got all that fucking money, so that means a lot of Amazon workers going to get laid off.
Stop you right
there. Let me guess, it's the reptilians, the niggas you want to be down with.
First of all, let me stop you both right there. Jeff Bezos is not the richest man in the world no more. Larry Ellison is, just for the record, so you know. Larry Ellison.
So when he named names like that.
Tommy want to be down with the reptilians, and we know it. I'm figuring you out, Tommy. You want to be down with the reptilians because they the super gang, and they like the mob. And you want to be down. You admire them, but you don't want to admit that you admire what they do.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, I beat you. I figured you out.
Okay, why don't you ask me the question before you get my time? Okay, listen.
I figured you out.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
You know what it is?
You got. Here's the way. I think.
1 second. 1 second.
All
1 second. It's just like me. I admire.
Let's stick to one subject. You was on Whole Foods and you went to the reptilian. But go ahead.
Because you're an admirer. It's like when I watch mob movies. I admire what John Gotti and all them niggas did. But, you know, I'm not going to go be with the mob. First of all, I'm not the right race.
I will deal with the mob before I deal with the government mob. Wait, can I answer your question? Wait, stop. Let me tell you about. Okay, listen. Let me say this. The reptilians probably would be okay if they had their own circumstances in their own solar system. What you gotta understand, this shit is so controversially political, it's fucked up. And nobody with their right minds as a human being would ever be able to understand why the fuck that they're doing what they're doing. This might be
But you
something
like
that
it.
the reptilians probably need to survive. This probably is a way that they need to survive. The shit that they do, man, you don't fucking understand where they fucking come from. You don't understand where they existed, where they were created. You don't fucking understand somebody probably tried to knock them the fuck out of the fucking whole fucking 7 solar systems and say, we don't give a fuck. These motherfuckers probably doing this shit for survival means. You gotta understand, it's one way, it's more than one way to look at this shit, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all on both sides.
Watch this. Let me ask you a question. Sen, he's going to know the answer to this. Don't answer the question yet. Sen, do you know who Valiant Thor is?
No. But I bet you the gang admirer will know. I know he'll know.
You gave me the book. Valiant Thor is the guy who went to the alien was who lived in the White House during Eisenhower.
And that's why Trump don't spend a whole bunch of time in the White House, because these fucking reptilians, they got fucking tunnels.
So for people that don't know, let me
Go
tell you what. So for people that know, Good Luck Tommy, when I met him out at Area 51. I was coming back from Reno and I saw him hitchhiking and I picked him up on the side of the road. And the first thing he told me was these aliens have been here, and he gave me a book. It's called The Stranger at the Pentagon. And this is based off of a true story. You can look it up yourself. And it's based off of a true thing. And Valiant Thor, and he hooked up with Eisenhower, and that's how we started getting the technology. Is that correct or no? Is that part of how we started getting the technology?
Yeah, Eisenhower got warned. Well, Eisenhower in the base, I forget the exact base. To be honest, about one of the things, Eisenhower got warned that you need to keep your nuclear weapons subdued to this planet only.
Only, right.
This planet only,
but why do they do
the
that?
other planets in the solar systems, they don't have right now, they don't, I don't know yet if they have the capability to go to war with just planet Earth alone, but they did say you need to keep your technology here, because if they had, and the funny thing about it is fucked up, that if they had to go and get somebody who has the weapons technology to defeat and destroy the reptilians on this particular planet, then they're going to be in a position of slavery with the fucking people that had that technology to do that. So why would you do it? And that's why we have to learn from white folks. They actually did it, and in order for their race to survive, and it's fucked up because they did not know that at the same time that they were helping their race to survive, that they are actually putting themselves in slavery with the fucking reptilians.
Sin, let me ask you a question. Do you believe the technology? Do you believe we have? Where do you think we got our technology from?
I think it was the way the cities was like when they go dig underground and see like cities. I think it was something here before, but like I said, the dinosaur, the planet killer. Y'all niggas should watch that movie. Don't Look Up. It's kind of similar to, it gets a little stupid at the end with Leonardo DiCaprio, but I think that's what really happened. It was a rock 11 miles long. They said the size of Manhattan, and that was the planet killer. And then there was one that was 6 miles that hit. So that was some double whammy type shit. But what I'm saying is, people were here before us. You understand? Whether if it's people or UFOs, we didn't motherfucking build no pyramids. With all that technical writing, we didn't put them what's the name of them headstones that's in perfect order? How many tons is that? You know what I mean? Somebody did it, and I don't think we did it.
Who told you that? This is the fascinating, funny thing about it.
Let me guess, the reptilians.
No.
Niggas you love.
I didn't say that. Here's the fascinating thing about it. So, the pyramids have been here for millions of years. It wasn't thousands of years like the Europeans saying. And I hate to say it. Europeans wasn't here at the same time that the pyramids was built. And the thing about it, if they were here, they would be building their own pyramids in Europe and other places. So what I'm saying is that aliens who the ancient aliens talk about, they say it was aliens that came, and they don't have this evidence, but they said that aliens came and they built the pyramids around black people, and then they put black people faces on them, and they put hieroglyphics on them. This is super fascinating. I was like, what? How do we deserve that? Like it. And then when you go through the history of what white folks say, they say, oh, they were built by slaves. We don't even know anything about slavery. Why would slaves be so precise on how they built this shit and nobody else could figure this shit out? Slaves were very intelligent back then. Whoever called them slaves. You know what I'm saying?
If we had technology and all that shit back in the days of, why when archaeologists is digging, they can't find no motherfucking CD player or nothing? Why they can't find?
Stop. This is the greatest. That's the greatest question that you. That's the. I like that question.
Let me get to the other point. And if so, why they can't find it? And if not, because you just said my rock theory was bullshit, and I listened to what the reptilians or whoever schooled me with the planet killer rock, which killed all the dinosaurs. You understand what I'm saying? So why we can't find any technology?
Wait. This is the fascinating thing. I'm glad you said that. So, 13,000 years ago, and mark this on your calendar, is when this planet got nuked. When you nuclear invade a planet, you send them back into primitivity. You send them because you lose all the technology, all the shit that you talking about. When I told you that we were 2 million years ahead of God before God showed up, we were. And guess what? We lost it all because we were not as evil as God is.
So who nuked us?
The reptilians.
So it wasn't an asteroid.
Oh my God!
What the fuck? Wait! Stop. Where's the asteroid now? Because I've been to fucking Crater Lake. I've been to Crater Lake, Arizona, and I didn't even see no fucking crater.
Sin, we're going to Crater Lake, Arizona. We're gonna take that trip.
It don't take that long.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We gotta take care.
It's right outside of.
It's right outside of Vegas.
You never been? Because I used.
Yes.
I've been to Flagstaff.
You've been to Flagstaff, Arizona. So have I.
I've been to Flagstaff.
Sin, you gotta go. We gotta go.
And the people out there, they give me all this alien shit.
Sin, let me ask you a question.
I didn't know shit about that shit when I was visiting.
Sin, do you think giants?
Go ahead.
Do you guys think giants?
So we can find bones. We can find bones. We can find all type of. We could dig and find gold and diamonds and all that, and we can't find nothing that you talking about.
We have sin.
Since this planet was so advanced.
Sin. They literally just scanned underneath the pyramids, and there's a whole power structure underneath the pyramids, buried deep. They've scanned it. They can see now that there's an electrical. It's more than just those pyramids at the top. There's a whole thing under the bottom. But let me get back to one other thing.
Wait. Let me ask him a question.
Okay.
Did you look up the Baghdad battery the last time that we met?
No. I didn't.
Because wait, let me say this. The Baghdad battery still has a charge on it, and it's been thousands of years that it existed.
Sin said nothing goes out.
So we had technology. This guy, I don't know where he's getting his information. This is fascinating because I used to listen to all New York people like BDP. All the knowledge. When I listen to music rap, and those people used to teach me where I need to go. I'm fascinated by he's there in the same atmosphere as these people that's very intelligent. All the knowledge come from the NYC. And I'm fascinated that he's not getting it now. Because I shouldn't even have to say anything about the things that I know about, I'm here on the west. I'm over here on the west. We get the shit on the. We get the last
So for
shit.
those that don't know, I just pulled up the Baghdad Energy. Let me see if I can.
The Baghdad battery.
The Baghdad battery. Okay, I got you.
No. Listen, he does a lot. You know what he does? He waits for the information to come out, and then he puts his own theory on. I'm starting to figure Good Luck out. I'm starting to figure him out. You know why? Because he using our telescope. The U.S. owns the most expensive telescope. It's in Puerto Rico. We own it. So it looks the furthest. That's how we see planet Kepler, which has the same water and land and oxygen like Earth, but it's way bigger. So he puts his own, and so I'm assuming we use that telescope to see the big rock coming or the big spaceship or whatever they saying is coming, and then he puts his own theory on it.
So
which is not a bad idea.
I wanted to show you on the screen. That's what they show the telescope that looks like the bag. This is the three whatever they call it comet or you think that's a comet right there, Sen? I mean that looks like a comet, but what is this?
Point.
I mean, look at that. Look at that right there, Sid. That's like precise right there. That's like really precise right there.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's really precise. So you think that's a comet? It's lit up like that? I don't believe none of it. I'm starting not to believe any of that. I listen, I firmly believe now that we do live in a fermentation. I firmly believe that they do come in through fermentation, like the earth is flat. I do believe we have.
Hold on.
You don't believe it's flat?
No.
You believe that it is.
No.
You believe the earth is round. And we're spinning at this high rate of speed and everything's going crazy.
The earth spins 1,200 miles per hour, bro.
1,200 miles an hour. That ain't shit.
They said
because it changes.
We don't even know.
They said if the earth was to stop, everything would go crazy. Like everything would just fly.
Why are you
I forgot what that black guy.
Earth? The whole fucking solar system is
spinning. Yeah.
Man.
Listen, I don't believe that. I believe. So you guys don't believe in the ice wall? You don't believe in Antarctica? There's stuff in Antarctica.
Well,
yeah.
All the shit.
Yeah.
All the shit.
It's underground.
Wait, stop.
It's underground. I believe it's more stuff underground than up above.
Absolutely.
That's why I call out people in the Nation of Islam. That shit is in their fucking books.
It's in their books.
They got shit that talks about things that who's gonna listen to black people? That's the most fascinating shit that I can ever fucking think of. Like, so
that's a great point.
Wait, no,
it's a great point.
Put these people in slavery. Wait. You put these people in slavery, and they don't know nothing. They weren't even allowed to even read books or even read the Bible back in the day as slavery, etc.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you got this motherfucker that pops out of the blue. Nobody know his mama, his grandmama, his brother, his sister, nothing, named Master Farad Muhammad. That's his name. And then he taught Elijah Muhammad all this shit, and it becomes one of the biggest black movements in the planet.
Right. So
nobody fucking reads the shit. No, the problem is. That's what I'm saying.
Not even black people read it.
Exactly.
Let me ask Tommy a question.
If white folks listen to this shit, the only person that I know that even said anything about it is Carrie Cassidy, Project Camelot.
Project Camelot.
And that's what opened my eyes up. I said, wait a minute.
What's Project Camelot? So for the people that don't know.
That's Carrie I love her. Carrie Cassidy.
Is she white?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, you think she black?
She's a reptilian.
She ain't got that much exposure. Shit, ain't nobody. All my knowledge, 90% of what I know come from white folks.
I got you.
Let me put that out in the blue. 90% of what I know come from white people.
What about Billy Carson?
So it don't matter what color it come from.
What about Billy Carson? You don't get a lot of information from Billy Carson?
I do, but Billy Carson was born into this shit at 7 years old. This son of a gun, he's fascinating. He was born to do the shit.
I'm gonna be honest.
What I'm saying before I knew about him.
Let me ask Tommy something. Is there a heaven or hell?
Your state of mind.
State of mind. I believe that. Listen,
your state of
hold on. I
mind.
want to go back to Billy Carson. Because I'm gonna be honest
fuck
with
that
you.
nigga, man.
Come on,
Yeah, fuck that nigga. I'm a little pissed at Billy Carson. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little mad at Billy Carson.
Because guess what? You may not agree with
Hey,
everybody that does their work, but guess what?
That's not
they
why.
got something to offer.
Hey, Sin.
Yeah.
Billy used to hang out with our partner. They was partners. They did a lot of work together.
Stop talking about that. Let's go on.
I'm just saying. I'm a little mad at Billy right now.
Don't get in your personal feeling.
I'm a little mad. We went and saw Billy. Billy didn't act like he didn't want to even see us.
I did.
You know what's?
Huh?
I saw.
I saw him too, but he didn't say nothing to us.
So he's okay.
So stop it.
Fuck Billy Carson.
Maybe your mind was wrong, motherfucker. Let's go.
Fuck
go
Billy
on to
Carson.
something else. Let's go.
He wanted to stop you once I said fuck that. Hey, you know why I said fuck him? Because I know Larry ain't agree with something that he did. I don't know the nigga. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Why y'all call him a nigga? He's a black guy.
No, listen. The reason why I was mad at him was we took our whole time out there.
He's a black guy.
No, listen.
Why you call?
I'm mad at
Why can't he be a wigger? I'm just fucking with you.
Listen. I was upset because we went out to Sedona and we went out there for him. We the only niggas. Well, not what.
Stop that.
I'm just saying we was the only ones out there in the room, and he act like he didn't want to say nothing to us.
Stop that.
Don't do that to us.
Him.
And we hollered at him.
You know what? Here's the problem.
Listen, I ain't with the
y'all don't get. Listen,
shit.
man. Hey, I don't agree with all the people. Hey, wait. Let's start naming names.
Start them.
I never met David Icke.
Okay.
I might not like everything about his personality, but I respect him. And I would like to meet him because these are some of the most intelligent motherfuckers that I fucking even ever learned about. You know what I'm saying?
Is he a reptilian?
Well, let me give you a black person. For a long time, I swear to God, I couldn't stand Louis Farrakhan. But I'm going to tell you something.
What? Hey,
wait, stop. Let me finish, man. Let me finish.
He's sitting there.
I started thinking about his position and the circumstances that he's involved in. I had to give it a pass because I said, man, you had something to do with the Malcolm X assassination. You had something to do with
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay. According to what I know, because I don't know him personally and I'm not around his group. You didn't really like a lot about Khalid Muhammad. And I don't know everything about that. But here's the thing.
Was he assassinated?
Yes. Here's the thing, because they got some poison in the bullet and then he learned later on. But and if you don't go visit him at the hospital and you don't protect him, and he's part of you, then you got to think something about that.
Right.
But so I really don't. It was hard for me to just like, okay, I kind of get it, man. It's fucked up, man. This world is fucked up, and then you don't have the power to position yourself like you want to be because these fucking reptilians run everything.
They run everything.
And if you fucking
people
if you're not part of that, if you're not a part of that, you can't be you. And even though Farrakhan don't even come from this country.
Where does Farrakhan come from?
From Central America.
Okay.
You don't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
It doesn't matter, but the point is that he's still living, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he wasn't, what would happen to the Nation of Islam?
Well, there's a new young man that comes out that I see a lot now.
What is he?
Light skin name?
Is he going? So
light skin
here's
guy?
the thing.
Listen, very educated, very smart.
Cause catastrophic situations in the Nation of Islam because Nation of Islam was a movement. It wasn't just a religion. It was a movement.
So when you
can't have people moving like that.
No, I got you. I got you.
You gotta silence that because it interrupts the status quo. It interrupts the agenda because let me tell you this.
Okay.
Let me say one more thing.
Okay.
Trump already destabilized some of the agenda on time. That's why they tried to take him out. And this this guy that they took out yesterday, what's his name?
Kirk.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk. Damn it, man. He would have put that on regulation. He would have like continued this fight.
So let me ask you a question.
And he would have distabilized the freaking agenda.
Let me
There's an agenda,
Tommy,
man.
goddamn, let somebody else talk, Tommy.
All right.
Goddamn.
I love you,
listen,
brother.
we gotta keep-
I love
we
you,
gotta
brother,
keep-
but I'm going to let you talk.
Yeah. No, when I ask you a question, I want you to get to the point. And I got a question for you, Mr. Reptilian admirer. If UAPs is so advanced and we the galaxy's idiots and we came here and just stole shit and just barged in on people. If UAPs and all these other reptilians are so advanced, how come they crash and we recover them? They shouldn't be crashing, right?
No, you that's just so fascinating. You don't get it. That's not what I said. That's what you took. And it's going to take a long time.
You put them on a pedestal.
And a lot of people, here's the thing. The reason why I'm sitting here talking today, because a lot of people don't have the time because they have jobs. Jobs is fucking occupation that occupies all your time. It's fucked up. I have a job too, but at the same time, I still study. But in the meantime, I have been blessed to find knowledge to support the things that I'm talking about. So when I'm saying to you, and I forgot exactly what he said, but no.
You see what I'm saying?
These reptilians is not, they did not crash here.
I asked you a question and you keep going
Let me answer that crash
question, bro.
They did not crash here. They saw that we were vulnerable. We
recovered over 20 bodies.
See, he stopped me. They saw that we were most vulnerable, and we were not most vulnerable. It was the Martians, the Olmecs that they call on this planet. They decimated Mars. The reason why you always hear about Elon Musk and everybody else that talking about going off this planet, they want to go to Mars. Mars is the only empty planet. We did get when you see all these ancient artifacts that got destroyed and all these deserts, because this was a tropical planet. When you see all this, you see craters. You see, like, you go down in a valley. All these places, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, everywhere, got hit by nuclear weapons when they invaded this place. But they fucked up Mars worse than this. When God in the Bible said he didn't like what was going on, that was bullshit, and he said, I'm going to send a flood to this planet. He blew off the ice caps of Mars.
Fuck that. Stop, Tommy.
He stopped me.
Answer the question, bro.
He blew off the ice caps of Mars. When they invaded Mars, they blew off the ice caps of Mars and flooded this planet. And if you dealing with a being, some kind of being that got the capabilities of doing that shit, they got the capabilities of doing all the highly technological shit that they doing like today, which is controlling the weather.
Take that goddamn wine from Tommy. Take that wine from him, Larry. Take it from him. Because he's not answering none of my goddamn questions. I'm asking a simple question. If they are so advanced, how do we have Roswell? You're going to Mars and habitat. How, if they're so advanced and we're the galaxy's idiots?
Well, they did
how do
strike
they
a
keep
deal.
crashing?
Did they not strike a deal
How-
for the technology? What
Yes.
about the missing people?
They trade people.
Ah,
Okay. He asked me earlier about the Planet of the Apes, right?
Planet of the Apes.
They got planets like that, and they don't put lies out. This shit is so fascinating that we wouldn't think that absolutely exists. You
Am I
don't
a
know
part of
whether
this
or not
goddamn
apes
show?
come. You don't
'Cause
know
no,
whether or
my
not
questions
apes were
don't get
created
answered.
on this planet. Apes probably evolved 50,000 or 50 million years on their own planet. And if you bring humans from here who was just alienated and bring them to there that don't know shit about what apes do, they become slaves. You understand? There's no fucking.
So what about the theory, Sen? I don't know. Let me talk to Sen for a second. Sen, there's a theory out there that back in the day that when you see missing people, right? I'm not talking about last episode. We talked about how the guy in your neighborhood was kidnapping people and killing people and whatnot. We're talking about literally people that come up missing and are never found again. There are stories out there. There's multiple stories of people being abducted and implanted with
Bermuda
chips.
Triangle.
Right? Implanted in chips and doing certain things, right? So I guess the question I'm asking you is that missing people, I was told back in the day that one of the agreements we had with the aliens was that we would trade technology. Am I right? Good luck, Tommy. Trade technology for the DNA structure, something about the reproduction of them that they need something about the reproduction or the DNA strands. And that's why we traded technology. So from 1946, if I'm correct,
It's before then.
1936, 1900s, whatever. The technology from that 1700s to the 1900s moved at a snail's pace. And then from 1900 to 2000, it went zoom. And we got a whole bunch of technology, right?
I want to ask both of y'all a question real quick.
What's his name?
Keep it short, Tommy.
That's
God damn
Sin
it.
Let me listen to me. If these guys, if you dealing with a people 13,000 years that was capable of blowing the ice caps off of Mars and flooding this planet, these people have the capabilities of a whole lot of shit. And what he's talking about, and this stuff, they've already, I think that before they even start talking about it, that they already had a hybrid. You know, it's a good thing to be a human being, because all the things that we experience as a human being, the pleasurable things, is fascinating. I don't give a fuck what race you are. But if you got an alien that cannot do these things because they don't come from this part of the system, they have to, what do you call it?
Crossbreed.
They have to crossbreed and do those things, experiment and do all these things on the moon, and send their people to experience these things. It's fascinating. You listen, man. It's a good and bad way to think of it. You have to think of it in more than one way. I'm not a reptilian fan, like you say.
You're a reptilian lover.
But you got to understand that it's a reason for everything. It's a reason why they want to explore and experience the human existence on this planet.
All right.
Okay, let him.
All right. Listen, now I'm going to ask y'all both a question, because I did some George Knapp research.
Some Sid
let me see if y'all up. Let me see if y'all up on it.
Okay.
How do aliens eat and shit? Do y'all know how they do that? Does you or Tommy know?
I don't have a question for that, because I know one thing.
An answer.
Let me tell you one thing. They can take a human being and they can cook them as soup, just like we do other, like lesser human. I mean, animals. We call them animals, right?
Right.
And we don't know if they got a conscience. You don't even know the language of a pig or a cow, but your motherfucking ass will take them and you will fucking cook them and you will eat them. And the reptilians, they can rub that shit on their skin because the skin, according to human beings, that's our biggest organ.
That's our biggest organ.
It's our fucking organ.
It's the
These
melanin.
motherfuckers rub the blood of human beings and all of that shit on their skin, and they get a fucking high that you couldn't fucking imagine.
It took him forever to fucking answer the question, but he got it right at the end. How they do it, they rub it on their skin. This is how aliens eat. They rub proteins on their skin or whatever they need. They don't eat like through the mouth, and they don't shit. But
I didn't know that.
The same
a lot
place
of them
they
don't
eat,
have a mouth,
the same place,
like the little
the
grays.
same place
Right.
they eat. The same place they eat is the same place they shit, and it releases, and that's how they shit. So sometimes they do go get the cows and get certain things out of a cow, and they said that's like kind of like emergency food for what they normally eat, but it works. You know what I mean? It's just like like we
But
we
that's not
substitute
enough fear.
eating some bullshit.
Because a lot of them, as far as the reptilians, and a lot of your energy, whether you know it or not, it comes from positive energy if you were like around positivity. So, like if you had a job and you round some hated
Hold on,
motherfuckers.
Tommy, I got more.
Wait, let me finish. I'm going to give you now. You around a bunch of hated motherfuckers.
Your booty shaking.
Let me finish, man, because you be messing with me. Hey, and they draw a lot of your energy and it's fucking negative. And then as soon as you get in your car to go home, you seem like you got all the fucking energy in the world. You can go work out, you can do shit. But that's the fucking they fucking kidnap small kids. That's why the Epstein people, they kidnap.
Hold on, Tom.
They do so much shit to them when they fucking take them to these islands. You can't even get away.
Hold on.
Huh?
Hold on, Tommy. Do you own a microwave?
That caused cancer. They're banned in Germany.
Do you own one?
I got them at every house, but guess what? I got them at every house, but I use a stove. Matter of fact, majority of the food that I eat, I don't cook.
All right, listen up.
I eat salad. I eat raw food. Don't start with foods, because I know what you're talking about. I even fucking put olive oil on my skin because olive oil is better than putting grease on your skin.
So hold on, let me ask you another question.
Because it's food grade and it absorbs.
So what's the thing that you
skin.
buy? You buy silver or something like? Don't you eat silver or something like that? What do you do? Is it silver or
gold? If you can find some gold. If you can find gold.
No, I'm saying it is.
Gold is a big deal.
No, it's a huge deal.
No, gold.
I used to drink gold slagger.
Okay, listen.
He don't drink gold slagger. I bet you he don't drink gold slagger. He ain't up on that.
What's that?
It's alcohol.
Were you from Compton? Oh, he from New York.
He's from Harlem, USA. Listen, I just want to.
I'm gonna come out there and fuck with you.
All right, listen. We gotta wrap this up.
Come on.
Hey, we ain't gotta wrap it up. You ain't even talked about shit yet. What the fuck?
Yeah, I had
Take
another
a
question.
break and
I have
we'll
one more
fucking start
question.
off some more shit. Just as long as it
Wait,
ain't
one
before
more
the game.
question.
Motherfucker. Hey, we gotta get out
Hold
of here.
on, hold on,
One
listen.
more question. One more question. Do you know anything about The Conjuring?
What the fuck is
The
that?
Conjuring. The people who sin.
The
Break it
Conjuring.
down.
Ed and Lorraine. They started a chain of movies. I'm sure you heard of Fast and Furious. They started a chain of movies called The Conjuring and Insidious. The wife, she has a gift. She can see certain things. The husband don't have no gift. He just know what to do, and they're a team.
Psychics.
And he's just not scared of anything.
I was at
she's
a
a psychic,
psychic's
but-
house about a year ago. And when I was leaving the house after doing the work, I ain't gonna tell you what I do. She said, she told me my grandmother was following me. This was a psychic. I went to her house.
But this is about.
I didn't know she was a psychic.
Hold on a second. This is about spirits coming in and taking over. Is that what the Conjuring is?
No. He's talking about psychics right now.
Okay.
So I know that it's real, and I didn't know every weekend that I would think about one of my grandmothers. I got more. Everybody got more than one grandmama. Maybe Obama don't, but I do. But anyway, and it was fascinating to me. It's like, ain't that a bitch? Because I didn't know Suzanne or Susan Wilson.
Okay.
In Arizona. In Arizona.
Okay.
I'm fascinated by her book. Her book opened up my mind.
Is she a white woman?
Of course. All my fucking information come from white people. Listen. Hey, if I sound black, that's because I might be black. All my knowledge come from white folks. I got 10% of my knowledge come from black people, and I'm down with them. Like, I'm going to tell you the 10%. Bobby Hemmett.
Awesome guy.
Dr. Deborah Blair.
Awesome guy.
Phil Valentine.
I don't know him.
You don't know Phil Valentine?
No, I'm gonna get up on him.
Oh, shit. All of the people that they study.
Billy Carson?
Yeah, Billy Carson, of course. But
we rock with Billy.
The historians like Dr. Ben, Shea Antediop, it's like so many of them. That's their knowledge. I have that. Now we want to take this to another level because I know that they would. I know that they would. They like, I don't think it's not their job. It's our job.
Right.
Because we listen to, and we know what the hell that they say. And look, man, Bobby Hemmett. Hemmett.
Bobby Hemmett's out there in New York with you, Sen.
Is he there?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's in New York. That's what
How could you not know that?
That's what I thought he was. Either there or Philadelphia. That's what I thought.
Atlanta and probably Carolina. But Bobby Hemmett, man, he got at least 400. If I could download his knowledge, oh my God.
It'll be great.
Oh. Ain't he white?
He's black.
No, I was just giving you the black people. Do you want me to tell you the white folks?
No, we don't have time.
Because I can tell you a whole bunch of white folks and we don't have to start with George Knapp and George Norrie and Project Camelot and
Art Bell?
He was before them, of course.
Yeah, Art Bell's the master right there. He was the master.
Got a lot of white people who got us into this shit.
Right.
White folks they're privy to a lot of shit that we can't get. So we gotta listen. Knowledge has a color. It don't have a color. You have to start fucking thinking that way. That's what I'm trying to get white folks to do. I'm trying to get white folks to dive in what Carrie Cassidy did. She fucking tapped into the Nation of Islam, and that opened up my eyes. And I wasn't even thinking of it that way. Carrie fucking Cassidy. White folks start to listen to the Nation of Islam and find out who the fucking devil really is.
All right, listen. On that note, listen, we got to wrap it up. I want to thank you, Good Luck Tommy, for being here. Sin City, thank you. Listen, if you are watching this show, that means you're watching it on the Your Welcome Network. Please comment in the comment section below. And more importantly, we need you to subscribe. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Let us know what's going on, man. We hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back in a couple of days and let you guys and go from there. Sin, you got anything you want to leave us off on, man?
I think the next show is gonna be even better because we gonna ease up on the wine. You know what I mean? Tommy gonna let us talk the next time because he ain't want to answer no questions. He kept throwing the John Gotti reptilians up. You know what I mean? The people who he following, but we all gonna have a good conversation next one. This was a good one. But Tommy gonna let us talk.
Exactly. Thank you guys. This is our first episode. We want to thank you guys for watching Alienated. We're an alienated people out there. So God bless you guys. May the force be with you all. and have a good day, man. Stay blessed.